All right, wrapping up topic 13. Today we're going to do some math practices and problem solving using reasoning. The camp cook has 6 dozen eggs. He uses 18 eggs to make brownies. He uses twice as many eggs to make pancakes. How many eggs does the cook have left? Use reasoning to write and evaluate an expression that represents the problem. So let's start with, what does he have? He has 6 dozen eggs. So a dozen is 12. So to figure that out, I'm going to have to do 16 times 12. That's what he has. And then I'm going to have to subtract out. He's going to use 18 eggs for brownies. And he's going to use twice as many eggs. And let's see, 18. He uses 18 eggs to make some brownies. Then he uses twice as many eggs to make pancakes, plus 2 times 18. And you can also do this one with brackets and braces if you want to get fancy schmancy. You can do, 6 times 12, put that in parentheses, minus 18 minus 2 times 18. And you can put that all together in a bracket or a brace. All sorts of different ways you can solve that. So to solve it, 16 times 2 is 72. And 2 times 18 is 36. So how if we do this? 18 plus 36. So now we have 72 minus 18 plus 36 is 54. So our final answer is 18. So they have 18 eggs left. So that's using reasoning skills and to solve a problem. Oops. All right. There we go. Trying to get used to this new program. How can you use reasoning to solve problems? Rose has 3 albums for her soccer cards. She gets 7 more cards for each of her albums for her birthday. How many cards does Rose have in all? What do I need to solve this problem? I need to find out how many cards, including Rose's new cards, will be in each album. Then I need to multiply to find the number of cards in 3 albums. So there's a little, this is kind of annoying, but there's a little bit of information over here that's really important. 22 cards in each album. So you can use tools, draw a diagram to help you solve the problem, whatever you'd like to do. So if you drew a picture, you could say she has 22 cards in each album, and when you add 70 to 22, you're going to get 29 cards plus 29 plus 29. And they wrote an equation here because she's 3 albums, and in each album is 22 cards already, plus 7 to fill it out. So we get 3 times 29, and we get that equals 3 times 29 equals 87. And moving on. Todd has 4 baseball card albums like the one pictured. He lets his best friend, Franco, choose 5 cards from each album. Remember, they put that tiny little information right down here. So 4 albums, there's 42 cards in each album. He lets his best friend, Franco, choose 5 cards from each album. How many cards does Todd have now? So first we're going to figure out, what does he have? He has 4 albums times, oops, sorry here. Ooh, that is messy. All right, let's start again. I'll pick a different color anyway. 4 times 42. And we're going to subtract out. He's going to take 5 cards out of each album. So 4 times 42 is 168 minus, 4 times 5, not minus 5, is 20. So you're going to wind up with 148 cards altogether. And let me make that a little bit better here. I don't know why I put minus there. That's better. Times. Write an expression to represent the total number of cards in Todd's album after he gives some cards to Franco. So we can say we can use this one. We can also say 4 times 42 minus 5. You can do it that way. That's another way. And also when you get into the older grades, you're going to see they're going to drop the multiplication sign. And this is really important when it's kind of like, you know how in a whole number, if I write the whole number 29, we know there's a decimal right after it. If you write a number and you open a parenthesis and you put another number in between that, it means 4 times 20. So there's nothing written there, but we know when there's a number slammed up next to a parenthesis, it always means multiplication. How many cards does Todd have after he gives some cards to Franco? Explain how you solve the problem. And again, then we can solve our problem. 4 times 42 minus 5 equals 4 times 37, which equals 148. And there's your reasoning. Good luck.